Hi, everybody. Do you know what time it is? It's time for your new moon in Capricorn Divination with Lady Speech. Hi, everybody. I want to welcome you to my channel. That's right, you're here visiting, spending some time with, seeking some spiritual counsel from your favorite hood healer, high priestess, spiritual dominatrix, your favorite auntie uncle, your favorite pirate captain, your favorite goddess king, lady speech, and the place to be. Hello, everybody. It's good to see you. It's good to be with you. If you are here during the live, baby, you are right on time. If you are watching this as part of the replay crew, let me know in the comments and know that you were right on time. If you were here in the beginning, if you end up here in the middle, in the end, just know you are right on time. If you're here, then there's a message here for you. That's right. Hello. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good whenever you are encountering this. Scarlet Smile is in the building. Lindsay, happy 111 portal to you. Nola Cat, hello, baby. Quinny Babies, happy new moon. Andrea Lucas, hey to you too, baby. Lindsay, it's your birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Look at you having a birthday on the 111 portal. I hope you did some magic. This is your new year, your personal new year. And it's the 111 portal, baby. I hope you're out here doing some magic. Thank you for joining us for a little bit of time during your birthday. Hello to everybody. I hope you're feeling good. I'm in a churchy mood, as you can tell. Let's get this. Let's get this. It ain't Sunday service. It's new moon service, honey. It ain't Sunday service. It's new moon service. Welcome to the service. I'm your reverend healer for the evening. Lady Speech in the place to be. We've got a lot of OGs in the building. Look at all these purple hearts. Look at all these blue hearts. You're already doing what I like it. You're already doing what I like. You're already doing what I like. And you know I like to see it. You know I like to feel it. You make me feel good when you follow instructions. And I haven't even given them yet. So if you are new to this, not true to this, you've seen more than one video, you've been here before, you visited a live, you know what to do. You're an OG. If you are an OG, you've been following me for more than a few years. You've been to more than 3 Sunday services or lives. You've been kicking it with me for a while. You're an OG. Purple hearts, blue hearts, excuse me, I almost said caterpillars. Butterflies in the comments. Speaking of caterpillars, those are for the new G's, the new people, the new G's, the ones who are not true to this. They're becoming true to this. They're still new to this. They've only seen 1 or 2 lives. You just started following me. You randomly got dropped off in this video. You don't know what the hell is going on. Yellow hearts, green hearts, and caterpillars in the comments. Let me introduce you to the elements of this reading. It's a divination, a new moon divination in Capricorn, a 111 portal. Divination, new moon service. It has been a wonderful day for me. You would think I partook in something. I partook. You would think I took something, and I didn't. High on life, darling. High on ceremony, baby. High on prayer, baby. High on answered prayers. High on working spells, magic confirmed, and results taken in my favor. It's been a good day. I hope it's been a wonderful day for you. This portal is something serious, y'all. This is a road opener right here. If you haven't already, this is a very good day to write down your intentions. What it is, what do you want? What roads do you need open? And it's time to get specific, darling. Okay, it's time to get specific. You need to speak spiritual authority over what you want this life to look like. This is a portal. This is a space and time where you can open up a cosmic door and and take a cosmic leap. We're going to talk about cosmic leaps tonight. But this right here, this portal right here, it's a good day. It's a good day to manifest. It's a good day to visualize. It's a good day to do a road opening, working. It's a good day to identify what you want. It's a good day to make your lists and check them twice. And make sure you're both naughty and nice, because you're going to be your own Santa Claus today, honey. You're going to be your own Santa Claus today, baby. Yes, the portal. Go on and open up. Go on and open up, honey. Tap deeply, tap into your deepest desires. What is it that you want from your soul? Okay. It's a time to be awfully honest about where you're trying to go, what goals you're trying to accomplish. All right. It's a portal and a new moon. A great time to open up and do some good things. This is also a good time to take care of your spiritual hygiene. Now, me, myself, and I've already taken my spiritual bath, honey. I'm on my spiritual hygiene. If you haven't, it's a good day. It's a good day to take care of some spiritual hygiene. Take you a spiritual bath, okay? Now, no, there's a few ways that you can take your spiritual bath. You can sit in a bath of herbs, okay, and soak it in like that. You can do you a nice pour over bath. If you don't have the ability to sit down in a bath, you can do a pour over bath, okay? You can do a foot soak, okay? That'll count if you in a pinch, all right? And you can also do a head wash. That'll count as well, okay? But take care of your spiritual hygiene. Some of you are going to need to do that before you get to manifesting, okay? Because you got the spiritual gunk on you, okay? You got the spiritual funk on you, okay? You're walking around with other people's nasty energy all about you, okay? You're walking around with your own destructive energy about you, okay? Take a spiritual bath, okay? Take a spiritual bath, dust yourself off with a spiritual smoke bath. Follow it up with a spiritual smoke bath, okay? Burn your herbs, okay? And pass them over your body, all right? Take care of your spiritual hygiene and then get to manifesting, okay? Okay, wash your spiritual ass, as I like to say. Now, let me introduce you to the elements of this here divination so we can get this party started, all right? Tonight, on this lovely new moon in Capricorn, we're going to be working with the Luna Somnia deck, okay? You know it. You love it. You want some more of it. You know it. You love it. You want some more of it. We're going to be working with the Angels and Ancestors deck. Yes, we are. We're going to be working with the messages from our Animal Guides deck. Oh, yes, we are. And last but not least, we're going to be working with the Goddess, the African Goddess Rising deck. Oh, yes, we are. This is the Speak and Spank, the new moon, the new moon edition, the new moon edition. I'm going to speak and Spirit's going to spank. Do you see how I like to collab here on this here channel? It's always a collaboration. It's always a collaboration. It's always a collaboration on this here channel. Speaking of collaborations, I'm not by myself. I brought a rock friend. This is my Super 7. Why did they call it Super 7? Because it got at least 7 stones inside of it. It's carrying a lot, like me. It's got some hematite, it's got some amethyst, it's got some crystal quartz, and some other things I can't remember right now. But I've got my Super 7 with me. And in the spirit of collaboration, I am a main character that has never been afraid nor intimidated to share the space with other main characters. As a matter of fact, all my people shine bright like diamonds, honey. We are sapphires and emeralds. We are all types of things, but we are all wonderful, precious jewels. It ain't nothing. It ain't nothing to hang around with other people who are suns, because their light doesn't take away from mine. Now, speaking of sharing the light, the space with main character energy, I brought them. Oh, yes, I did. What are my pronouns? All of them. She, her, they, them, he, king. And what are the deacon's pronouns? Fuck around and find out. This right here is my affirmation box, my lovely assistant affirmation box. And we're going to be pulling some affirmations from this box. This is the deacon. We refer to this here main character as the deacon assistant. I'm going to shake this box about, mix it up, and then during the reading, I'm going to pull from this box of affirmation and delight, this box of sweet, 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 beautiful torture, this box filled with good things, parts of poems, quotes, parts from the Bible, parts from the sugar honey dumplings themselves. This box is filled with goodness and greatness. I'm going to pull at random from this box, and then I'm going to say an affirmation, whatever this box tells me to say, and you're going to speak. It's just spit an affirmation out. I guess we're going to be saying that one, whatever it is. I'm going to say the affirmation, then you're going to repeat the affirmation. Now, this is the deacon. The deacon reads the reading. The deacon reads us. The deacon runs a cult. We are in the cult. The cult is run by an inanimate object that I gave birth to. Are you following me? Are you still with me? You're still with me. It's okay to cry. You might be seeing that in the comments because it is okay to cry. This is Daddy Deacon, okay? This is Daddy Deacon, and I'm Father Speech. That's right. I'm on one tonight. I love Capricorn energy. I thrive. My Libra self has always adored Capricorns. I always wanted to have a Capricorn baby. Ooh, Lord, I love me a Capricorn. You little serious. You guys are so serious. I love a Capricorn. Because y'all help keep me motivated, and we get so diabolical together, but also like Capricorns, y'all turn up, but like you gotta really trust somebody to turn up with them, and I can get you to turn up with me. And when I turn up with the Capricorn, we turn up and we get wild. It's just fun. It's just fun. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right, Father Speech is here to help you move through your day, your time. Father Speech is here for you tonight. Y'all doing all right? One last thing. Let me pass the collection plate. The Cash App is Lady Speech. The Venmo, Lady Speech Sankofa. The PayPal, Lady Speech Sankofa at gmail.com. Always feel free to show your financial appreciation for this here labor. All right? All right. Let me check in with these comments real quick. Daddy Deacon and Father Speech. That's right. Iconic duo. You know it, Tia Sweet. You know it. Scarlett said, my hubby is a Capricorn. I'm a Gemini. Hell yes. Hell yes. They say that the air signs and the earth signs don't get together. We don't get along. But I love Capricorns. I love Capricorns. And I've met so many Capricorns that love me. I love Capricorns. Y'all are so nice. Farah, baby. Farah said, oh Lord, the deacon is here. I'm assuming the position and getting my comfort items. Amen. Y'all go get your comfort items. Go get your juices, your teas. Go get your coffees. Go get your hydration stations. Go get your something soft, okay, and something nice. Go get yourself something to take notes with, and go get yourself something to assume the position on, because it's time. Hello, Heidi K. Hello, hello, Samaria. Hello, baby. Catherine Mia said, position assumed for guidance. It's okay to cry. Antidote Archive in the house. Got the journal to write down the word and try to make some sense of this new moon. Yes, this new moon came in hot. This new moon came in hot. Susan B said, I had to give my papa the bath. Okay, do that. I heard that. I heard that. M. Illegal Stoner said, oh, gee, the first service live this year. That's right, baby. We back. We here. We back and we here. We back and we here. Jaybird said, decided my soul wanted some sea moss more. Wanted to see most moss clear. Wait. Oh, okay, cool. So you got a magnifying glass because you wanted to see the moss more clearly. That's awesome. That I love moss, actually. I really love moss. I've been having sensory issues. I'm definitely one of those neurospicy people who has sensory issues, and different touches, things weird me out. With all of my sensory issues, you would think moss would be a no-no because I don't like wet grass on my feet. I hate it. I hate the feel of wet grass. I hate it. I will fight everything around me to get away. But moss, I like it. It intrigues me. It tickles my brain. It does. It does. Well, it's time to get this party started. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to start off with an affirmation because the deacon was literally spitting them out. Nobody can save you but yourself, and you're worth saving. It's a war not easily won, but if anything is worth winning, then this is it. Just take this in, and then we're going to do an affirmation. I want you to listen. Nobody can save you but yourself, and you're worth saving. It's a war not easily won, but if anything is worth it, winning this, then winning this is. I butchered that, but I'm going to say it again. Just listen. I don't want you to repeat it. We're going to do an affirmation based on this. I just want you to take this in. Nobody can save you but yourself, and you're worth saving. Nobody can save you but yourself, and you're worth saving. It's a war not easily won, but if anything is worth winning, then this is it. One more time. Nobody can save you but yourself, and you are worth saving. Nobody can save you but yourself, and you're worth saving. It's a war not easily won, but if anything is worth winning, then this is it. Repeat after me. I am worth saving. I am dedicated to saving myself. I am worth saving. I am dedicated to saving myself. I am worth saving. I am dedicated to saving myself. We're going to take it even deeper. Repeat after me. I am my own Messiah. Yes, say it. I am my own Messiah. With your chest. I am my own Messiah. Strong. I am my own Messiah. With all your heart. I am my own Messiah. Say it. I am my own Messiah. Say it. I am worth saving. Say it. I am worth saving. I am worth saving. I am worth saving. Yeah, we went right in today. We went right in today. We begin with the Luna Somania deck. The Seven of Pentacles upright. Now, I use the gardening metaphor a lot on this here channel, and we're going to continue to do so. We are in constant motion of harvesting and planting. And this new moon in Capricorn, this little portal right here, this 111 portal, this is a really great time to tend to your garden, okay? When I say manifest what you want, I mean it. Don't you dare go the next 24 hours without writing it down and speaking it into the universe. I want you to really be honest about what you want. I don't want you to think about, well, I really want this, but I'm probably not going to get it, so I'm going to minimize it and scale it down. Do not even think about disrespecting your desires like that. The Seven Pentacles is about a harvest, a bountiful harvest from a well-tended, from a well-planted garden. What do you want? It's time to make it happen. The goals that you are working on right now, the projects that you are working on right now, that right there, this is going to work. Some of you are sitting on gold. Some of you have gotten some really amazing downloads about some goals, some dreams, some new directions to take in your career, in your school, in your study, and your projects. Understand that these recent downloads are going to make you money. Understand that these recent downloads are going to be the thing that lead you to the love of your life. Understand that these recent downloads are going to be the thing that's going to get you right together with your health. Understand that these things that you are planting, plant your garden well. Yes, say yes to these ideas and then work on them and then work on them and then work on them. Get your behind up and work on them and work on them and work on them. Invest your time. Invest your time. Invest your interest. If you have to stop watching TV for a second so you can spend that time working on your dreams, you better do it. You better do it. You better do it. You better do it. Portal, honey. Portal. Don't you let the next 24, 48 hours go without starting to beginning to write these things down. The harvest, darling. You better tap into that Capricorn energy. You better tap into that get it done energy. You better tap into that I climb mountains like a pro energy. You better tap into it. You better tap into it. You better tap into it. If there was ever a garden for you to tend, that's going to be one of the most important gardens of your life. This season is start it off right. Start it off right. Plant the seeds, and then you need to work the holy hell out of it. This means practical and magical. This means you need to invest the sweat equity, and you need to be doing the workings, okay? Say the spells. Put the workings down, okay? Dress and light them candles, okay? Come up with them formulations, okay? Make the oils, the sachet powders. Go make the offerings to the deities and the spirits. Do all of that. And then do the physical, practical work, okay? Go fill out the paperwork, okay? Write the proposals, okay? Go to school, okay? Put the learning in. Whatever the practical is, put it in. If you need to study, then study. Do what needs to happen do for you to make it happen. Meet it halfway. Let me spell it out even simpler for you. The answer is yes. All you need to do is do the work. The answer is yes. But you need to put the work in. Now, for some of you, you are doing the work, but you ain't putting the magic in. Put the magic in. Start putting the spell work behind it. Start putting the spell work behind it. Start putting the prayer work behind it. Start making the offerings to your deities, okay? And putting that behind it. Some of you are doing all of that. Some of you are making all the offerings, talking to all the gods, getting all of the readings and the counsel, but you're not doing the paperwork. Okay, you're not doing the paperwork. Okay, you're not doing the work. Okay, so Spirit done said yes, but Spirit is not gonna do every single bit of the heavy lifting for you. Spirit's not going to do all of the heavy lifting for you. You have to do some of the heavy lifting. Okay. Hello, Jocelyn. Get it together because Spirit look, okay, let me even break it down another way just so you get it. Because, like, I'm telling you, I feel the urgency in this. And after the day I had, oh, honey, and it's not even in a bad way. After the last 24 hours I've had, after the snatching up of my spirit, after after the test I had, and then directly after the test, all of this confirmation, all of like after the way I was just given to today, after how what this was dropped in my lap, because you better get it done, because I want y'all to let's all, because we need to meet in a good place in a couple months, okay? And we're gonna be that, okay? More money in your pocket, a better. Some of you gonna be in a different living situation. I'm talking about like big leaps, big changes. I'm talking quantum leaps. Like I'm talking like y'all, like jumping power levels. I'm telling you, this is the time to put your head down and put in the work, okay? I'm telling you, this is the time to declare what you want. Okay? And then you need to put in the work. You need to look alive and you need to look alert. When spirit is guiding you, listen to the guidance. Get out of your way. Don't let your ego or I don't want to do what you say. You better quit it. Don't have tantrums. Okay? Once this is in motion, you need to listen to spirit because they're going to guide you very specifically. Okay? Their instructions are to get you to your highest good. I'm telling you, when I say this is the portal, this is the portal. If you can't write it down, you need to be speaking it out loud. And I don't mean in your heart, I mean actually use your voice. Okay? Write it down and then speak it. And or speak it or write it down. But you need to give some vibration and some soul to it. That's why I say write it down. And no, not in your phone. I don't mean digitally. No, write it down. I don't care if you have ugly handwriting. Write it down. And don't whisper it. Say it out loud. And make sure you sprinkle a healthy amount of gratitude for the things you have right now. A healthy amount of gratitude in addition to all of this. Child, I've been speaking it all day long. I've been screaming it. It's on. It's on. It's on. It's on. You have no idea how deeply it's on. I'm running into this. I've been running into this. I got all types of candle magic going on right now. Because before I got on here, I was on my magic. I don't just be talking mess. I don't tell you to take no medicine. I don't take myself. All these altars is lit up in here. I'm in my altar room office. Every single one of these altars is lit up. I'm not playing. I'm not playing. And I'm gonna be lighting up altars tomorrow. I'm not playing. I'm gonna be lighting up altars all day long. I don't care. I'm getting mine. I'm getting mine. I'm getting mine. I'm covering my love life. I'm covering my finances. I'm covering my career. I'm covering my retirement. I'm covering like everything. Okay, get it together. 7 of Pentacles. Okay, write it down. All right, because it's a yes. The answer is yes. All right, but again, God bless the child that's got their own, gumption, that's got their own oomph. Get up and get it done. Again and again, marry the spiritual with the practical. All right. Whoo, child. I hope I really press that in because we spent a lot of time on that card, but Spirit was like, make them understand. Make them understand. And apparently y'all getting it. Paige, your laugh brought a smile to my face. Yay! I'm so happy. Wait. Is it La Isla? La Isla. Tell me how to say your name again, Bonita. Bonita, tell me how to say your name again. I wrote it and burned it. Good stuff. Yes, yes, yes. Denicia said, laughing my ass off. You said it as soon as I opened my notes app. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. And y'all can also write your things down digitally, but I'm saying like pen to paper, honey. Pen to paper, write it down. If you can, write it down, okay? All right, next card in the read, because good things are coming. Next card in the reading, we have the 2 of Cups, but it is upright, okay? So, no, excuse me, it is reversed, all right? So this is about conflict between two people, all right? This is about conflict between two people. For some of you, this is going to be co-workers. For some of you, this might be bosses. For some of you, this might be roommates. For some of you, this might be family. You know what the solution is. Focus on yourself. Love yourself, okay? Sometimes the conflict that you are receiving against someone else is partly in part due to your own projections or their projections onto you. This is very clearly, spirit is literally like, focus on yourself. Focus on yourself. You ain't got to attend every battle you're invited to. Okay? You ain't got to attend every battle. You ain't got to attend every fight that you are invited to. Okay? I'm reading the comments. Sorry. I know it looked like I stopped in mid. I was looking at the comments. Makeups. Loca said, hey, ladies, we do we write it down? Yes, you better. Or I'm going to spank you. All right, 2 cups reversed. All right, pour the love into yourself. Okay, so you might be going through some conflict, and your first instinct is to lash out at the other person. Your first instinct is to fight. Your first instinct is to go after them. But you literally do not have to attend every battle that you are invited to. You do not have to attend every fight that you were invited to. Sometimes you got to be like, I'm good, and just turn the energy right around and focus it on yourself. And focus it on yourself. Don't even pay attention to them. Okay? Don't even pay attention to them. All right? Focus on yourself. Pour some love into you. Pour some love into you. Now, for some of you, this conflict is because you've been given too much energy to the job, or too much energy to the situation, or too much energy to the person. You're either doing too much, you're doing too much. You're doing too much. And for some of you, the doing too much is you're out here overextending yourself in a job that is never going to appreciate you. You're overextending yourself for people who aren't going to appreciate you. So stop overextending yourself. You need to do what you came to do, and that's it. In regards to a job, do your job and stop overdoing it. Stop. They're not going to recognize you. Like, you do your job and start pouring into your dream. Start pouring into this. You know, the things that we're manifesting during this portal. Yeah, pour into this. Okay? Pour into that. Pour into that. Pour into yourself, okay? Pour into yourself. There are people right now that are trying to pick fights with you because they see your star on the rise. They see your star on the rise. They see your sun about to break the hell out. And they're jealous of you, okay? Because they're not doing their work. You don't have time for that. You don't have time for that. Unless it's threatening your life, your livelihood, your children. You don't. Stop. Do not attend none of these battles right now. Do not attend none of these battles right now. Pour into yourself. Pour into your dreams. This is part of the work in the other card that I was saying. Pour into you. Go get the therapy you need. Regulate your emotions. This is going to be the time where I've been on that all day. All day I've been talking about like how being not in regulation with your emotions will put you in a prison. If you're not good, and most of us were not taught to regulate ourselves and our emotions correctly when we were children, and especially if you've been through trauma, do not judge yourself. But if you haven't made the effort as an adult to learn how to regulate your emotions, and I didn't say repress, regulation of emotions is not repress. Regulation of emotions is not ignore. Regulation of emotions is not deny. To be in regulation of one's emotions is to be in a process, in a collaborations with one's emotions, okay? I am harping on this because your emotions are the key to so much. And if you don't have the keys to your emotions through regulation, that means everybody else got the keys to your emotions. Your emotions affect your manifestations. Your emotions affect your magic and your workings, your spell work. Your emotions affect everything. They are the filter in which all of your energy and essence releases itself through. And if you are not in control of it, number one, you could be in the middle of the working and an outside force can have control of your emotions and trigger you. And there goes your working. There goes your focus. Some of you aren't in regulation and in control and in touch and in collaboration with your emotions. So you're manifesting one thing, but your emotions are manifesting another. And that's why things aren't lining up. Your mouth is saying, I want a relationship, I want a relationship, I want a relationship. But your unregulated emotions are saying, we don't trust the opposite sex. We don't trust ourselves. We're too hurt. We got too much fear. We're scared. And that's why you ain't getting no love life. Because your mouth is saying one thing and your heart is saying another. Oh, yeah, this is the Speak and Spank. Welcome to 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 the Speak and Spank. Pour into yourself. Pour into yourself, okay? Pour into yourself. Pour into your love. Pour your love into you. Pour your resources into you. Pour your things into you. Some of you are having conflict in these relationships, in your coworkers or in your relationships, because you've projected. You've projected. You ain't accepting who these people are, okay? They don't have the capacity to love you like you need to be or want to be loved. Okay? Stop. Take all that love you give into this emotionally unavailable being. Take all that love you give into this. Take all that support you've given to this person who consistently shows you they don't value your support. Take all of that and put it into you. Take all of those good ideas that you've been giving other people for their businesses and give them to yourself. Stop giving them to the other people. Give them to yourself. I love you, Chelsea, so much. Shout out. You one of the real OGs in the building, freedom of speech OGs. If you don't know, that used to be a poetry set I used to run in Denver, Colorado. I'm actually thinking about doing doing that again online. I'm actually thinking about doing an online event, an online poetry set. I thought about that this last couple weeks. I've been thinking about that the last couple weeks. There's some events that I want to start doing, some online events, because we still in the Coco Roro era. We still in the panorama. So I was thinking about doing an online poetry set so we can read poetry together. But yes, back to this conflict. Take all your resources and your projections and put them on you, okay? Some of you are having conflict because you are projecting. You see the potential. You see the goodness of these other people. You see what they could be, what they could do. You see all the resources and the things that they have that they're not doing enough with. You see what can be done with all the resources around them, and you are having conflict because they not up to their potential. They're not using these resources, and they don't plan to, and you need to accept that. And go mind your business. Some of you are struggling because you are dealing with people who are addicted to the struggle. And you need to just let them be addicted to the struggle. You need to just let them. Like, I know you want to save them. You can't. I know you want to help them. You can't. I'm sorry, little tink tink. I'm sorry, but we have things to do. We have things to do. We are not letting Polo Tink Tinks get in the way of our dreams. We are about to make some drastic changes that's going to benefit ourselves and our entire village and our community and the people. And we're going to get to take people along the ride with us who love us, who support us, who see us, who uplift us. We ain't got no time. So do not attend every battle you are invited to, and answer this conflict by pouring into you. And that's that on that. Why? Because we got things to do. We got things to do. We got things, we got things, we got things to do. Yeah. Bethany is insane said the Captain's Neuro Spicy songs get me through the spanking. I'm a one-person choir just for you. Natasha said, I've been so emotional this week, crying at everything. So many unexpected triggers that cause flashbacks for past abuse for me to realize things are the same. And I'm safe now. I'm so happy that you could have that revelation and that realization that you are safe and that you could be safe enough to have your process and then to come out of that process and say, hey, I'm safe. Congratulations, my dear. You've been doing the hell out of your work, okay? You've been doing the hell out of your work, okay? Donna Kedrell said, we got things to do. Yes, we 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 do. All right, my friends. Let's do an affirmation. Oh, Lord. This is another one that the deacon spit out. Here we go. Just listen. I'm going to do this 2 or 3 times. You can just listen. Your mental health is more important than the test, the interview, the lunch date, the meeting, the family dinner, the grocery run. Take care of yourself. Yeah, I'm just gonna let you listen. I don't want you to repeat it. We're going to repeat a affirmation based on this. I just want you to listen to this and take it in. Your mental health is more important than the test. Your mental health is more important than the interview. Your mental health is more important than the lunch date. Your mental health is more important than the meeting. Your mental health is more important than the family dinner. Your mental health is more important than the grocery run. Your mental health is more important. Take care of yourself. I'm going to read it 2 more times. Just listen. Your mental health is more important than the test, the interview, the lunch date, the meeting, the family dinner, the grocery run. Take care of yourself. Your mental health is more important than the test, the interview, the lunch date, the meeting, the family dinner, the grocery run. Take care of yourself. Repeat after me. I give myself permission to take care of myself. I give myself permission to adapt. I give myself permission to take care of myself. I give myself permission to adapt. I give myself permission to take care of myself. I give myself permission to adapt. I give myself permission to take care of myself. I give myself permission to adapt. We're going to take what Samaria said. My mental health matters. Repeat after me. My mental health matters. 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 Cash App Lady Speech, Venmo Lady Speech Sankofa, PayPal Lady Speech Sankofa at gmail.com. Always feel free to show your financial appreciation for this labor. Thank you, Jeffrey, for your super sticker, baby. Sinclair Wolf Warrior, you've been with me for a year. Have COVID brain at the moment. Glad to be here and to be reminded it's 1:11. Yes, my dearling, and sending you all of the good healing energy. Yes, you know what, my sugar honey dumplings, not only am I getting back to the live chats and all of that, I'm committed to getting a little bit more, learning a little bit more, becoming a little bit more technologically savvy so I can design some members only badges for you. That is an option for me to do for you, but I did it because learning computer things, I'm like, But I really want you guys to have like cute badges and things. And so I'm committed to learning. Yay me. Let's move on. Rebel Readings, thank you for your super chat, baby. I appreciate you. Lenora said, tell me why the tears just started flowing. I give myself permission to take care of myself. I give myself permission to adapt. Amen. Let them tears flow, my love. Let them tears flow. Speaking of tears flowing, there's a reason a lot of you have been feeling in your feelings. So feel them. Be all up in your feelings. It's okay to cry. The water garden gives us permission, not only gives us permission, but encourages us to connect with our emotions, every single last one of them. Be with your feelings. Make friends with them. Sit them down for tea. Know that the doors of your spirit and your soul need to either be taken off the hinges or put on revolving, because that's what your emotions need to be given permission to do. Learn how to be with them, honor them, and then release them. That is how you come into collaboration with your emotions. If you don't, they rule you. If you do not collaborate with your sadness, it will rule you. If you do not collaborate with your anger, it will rule you. If you do not collaborate with your happiness, it can turn into addiction and vice and rule you. When you are in collaboration, you can free flow with them as they are meant to. They will not hurt you. You will be able to process them and begin to use some of these emotions as fuel, like anger. Anger is often used and seen as destructive, but if you anger people in the right way and give them the right tools and direction, movements happen. Laws can change. History can change for the better. Water guardian, cry when you need to. And after you're done crying, be with the sadness. Don't run from it. Ask yourself, where is this coming from? A lot of times it's old emotions that we didn't process underneath the new ones that we are feeling. Give yourself permission to explore your emotions. Give yourself permission to connect with your emotions. Do you know that there's so many emotions? We only think of sadness and happiness and anger, but there are so many complex emotions, and we feel each and every one of them. Connect. Again, this is an important aspect to manifestation. A lot of you are feeling blocks with your manifestation because your heart and your intellect is not in alignment with your spirit, is not in alignment with your emotions, is not in alignment with your body. You are saying one thing, but your body needs, wants, and desires another. Your heart needs and wants and desires another. Your spirit needs and wants and desires another. And because ain't nothing in alignment, we're all speaking different languages. Getting your emotions, identifying your emotions helps bring these things together. And you can identify where you're at and work from a good space. And you can also get yourself to a different space, okay? Connect with your emotions. So many of us did not learn how to regulate, as I was speaking about before, as I've been speaking about on other platforms all day long. Emotional regulation equals liberation. It absolutely does. When you cannot regulate your emotions, you will be controlled by other people. Sweet Tea said, I'm tired of crying, no tears left. It's irritating. I feel you, baby. Explore your irritation. Explore that. Why? What's the root of it? Your emotions shouldn't irritate you. So why are the tears irritating you? And be gentle and do not judge yourself. No judgment. No judgment. I came up under a very ridiculous and extreme abuser. And my father, and because of the way my life worked, he actually got to me with his extreme abuse later in life. I ended up experiencing some monstrous things up under other people before that. And so he was not connected at all to his emotions. And so one of the things that would my tears and my prolonged sadness and prolonged depression, that used to irritate the holy hell out of me, especially because I'm a Libra, so we're very much mental. And I would be like, I'm intellectually, I would decide I'm done being sad. Ha! So funny. Baby speech. I'm done being sad. And would be mad that I couldn't be done, that my heart couldn't be done. That I told myself to stop being mad. But that was literally because I had replaced my father as my own abuser. And I viewed sadness as weakness. I viewed prolonged depression as weakness. Not at all saying that's your story. Just sharing for me that when I was irritated, when I found myself like mad because I was deep into emotion and that's just where I was for a while, I couldn't just turn it off. Yeah, that's where it came from for me, because I came this my style of abuse and things that happened to me. I was not allowed to be sad. I wasn't allowed to show what was going on with me because it moved my dad. There was only a certain way I was allowed to show my weakness, and I was only allowed to show my brokenness. I was only allowed to show like how he was breaking me. I wasn't allowed to in other moments like express a lot. So that was why for me we have to explore these things, and this is what the Water Guardian is asking us to do, getting in touch with it. So go be with water. For some of you, this is a call for water ceremony. And there's so many ways that this can happen. For some of you, cry into the earth. It is as simple as that. Go give your tears to the earth. Literally, get on the ground and get close to her and wail and scream into her. Okay? Go to the earth, and that is water ritual. Water ritual can be with your shower. Water ritual can be in your bath. Water rituals, your spiritual hygiene, spiritual baths often count as water. They're literally water ritual, water ceremony. My favorite water ritual is being in the rain. I traveled for my friend's 50th birthday about 2 years ago, and we went to New Orleans, and she's in Aries, so we were there in April. And one of my favorite things is hot rain. It's my favorite. I will, if I ever live in a place with hot rain, I'm going to have my rain place. And it is literally going to be a platform that I can sit and I can dance and I can create in the hot rain because it's my favorite. And so we were in the Airbnb and it started raining, and I fucking took off all my clothes. And I was with friends, so I didn't care. Like when I feel safe, like I'm super like I don't care. I love being naked, and I actually really love being naked with my friends. And if they're comfortable, I just love being naked. So I took off all my clothes and was just there, and like I was out standing outside, and it took me like 20 minutes to be like, you are in a residential area. There's literally this backyard, all of these other houses can see. Fortunately, nobody was looking. Spirit always be protected. And actually, I don't care if they were. I do burlesque. So I don't care. But that was just so healing for my soul. Every part about being under there and being fully I was like, my soul wept, and the way the ancestors just came and surrounded me, because I have blood ties and things to that land. So, from my enslaved ancestors. So I called them up, the way I called them up and just prayed with them, and really to present myself, to be like, look at me, like I am this fat black body modified, living in my truth being, like, look at me, like this is the tie I have to this land is all ancestral. The story is not good. It is all about enslavement. But like I'm here in my magic. Like I literally, it was just presenting myself back to my ancestors naked and just being like, I'm here and thank you. And just, oh, it was so wonderful. Yeah, I love hot rain. Getting in the ocean counts, getting in a lake counts, a river. Get you some water ceremony. Get you some water ceremony and get you some emotional regulation techniques, okay? Literally talk to a therapist. There are books that can help you. I believe a couple of you put a couple of book titles in the chat. And also, this is a big reason why, like, when I am moved to cry in front of you, I do. Whenever I am feeling that, I do not like hold it back. Y'all have watched me power through a reading and fucking weep, because that's what it is sometimes. And I understand that I do much better in my mental health, physical health, if I just let the emotions happen. And because I'm in collaboration with them, I'm not afraid of them. And so I know that they will pass. So even with my rage, because I'm in collaboration with my rage, I'm never afraid that it's going to rule me, or I'm going to get into a place where I lose it on the wrong person. My rage is always in balance. Even now at its height, I can trust the height of my rage. And it's pretty ridiculous. The height of my rage is hot, and it is not nothing nice to be played with, and I can trust it. I know that, like, at the height of my rage, I will not ever target an innocent person. I know in the height of my rage, at the height of it is a scalpel. It's laser like. I will hit only my target and only in the way that I want them to be hit. But that's because I'm in collaboration with my rage, and it ain't something that rules me. So get in touch with that. Get in touch with that. Like, and again, there's no shame if you don't know. Many of us were not taught how to regulate. We were taught how to repress. We were taught how to ignore. We were taught how to suppress. We were taught how to disassociate. We were taught that it was weak. Do not judge yourself. Some Nico said, I struggle to cry. I'm getting better, but I denied myself for so long. It takes a lot for me to cry and feel comfortable to cry. Trauma is a bitch. It is. Let me help you. A trick that I had, because I didn't like crying too. And the other part of I struggled to cry was because the type of abusers, the type of brain that I developed started developing quickly because of in response to my abuse. I understood very quickly that people were getting off from my pain. So I started denying them that. And I developed the nothing to see here. This is just a regular day. So your abuse is nothing. Like I developed that. So a trick that I used to do, the old school Color Purple movie, I watched that religiously as a child, because I watched it as an adult. I'm like, this is not. I was watching this at 8, 7, 8, 9, requesting this movie on VHS and putting it in myself, but I had been through such a traumatic life. Anyway, that movie never failed to make me hysterically cry. And it still to this day. I weep. I weep at that movie. And so what I used to do, when I discovered about me and how I was like, I don't like crying, but what I discovered is I would give myself permission with a movie. If the movie was a lot. So I would give myself permission with the movie, and I would start crying. I would Still Magnolias does that to me. The Julia Roberts old school Still Magnolias. So I would put on these movies when I knew I needed to cry about something, and they would trigger it, and then I would then then I'd bring up what I needed to cry about, and I would let myself process that way. I'd have to trick myself, basically, to give myself permission to cry. Yeah. And then I would push it. And then I would start thinking about what I actually need to cry about. And then I would cry even more. So, but I had to do that. And now I'm at a completely different place. So I can tell you that continued work, you can get to a place where it is you are much better with it. And now I have a really beautiful relationship with my tears. And also for me as a spiritualist, I relate to it as because of what my enslaved ancestors had to have gone through, because some of them couldn't cry, because some of them couldn't afford to let the same mentality I went through. My tears are libation, and that's how I'd frame it. My tears are in fact holy. They are that's holy liquid that comes from my body. And so they are the libation for the ancestors that could not cry. And when I really framed it like that, when I framed my tears in that with holiness, that it is holy water produced from my body, and that this is a libation, it is an act I can give, an offering that I give to my ancestors. By allowing myself to cry, it is an offering to my ancestors. That was the thing after years of work that really got me comfortable with crying, because I'll do anything for my ancestors. I'll do a lot for y'all. No, just playing. I'll do anything for them because they do anything for me. But when I framed it like that, that actually helped me to get past the last hump, because I want to offer that for them. And it's one of the most soulful offerings I can give them. It's one of the most personal offerings I can give them. And they accept it. They accept it as the offering, it as the libation from them. So, yeah, those are just sharing my things around crying, So Emilio said, I do this with music. Yes. So if there's songs that can get you there, sometimes you got to manipulate yourself into it in the beginning. But if that works for you, Nico, or whoever else, and I'm sure there's other people who are getting into it, and of course therapy too, but again, a culturally competent therapist, a therapist that is competent in whatever gender identities and sexualities you have, because therapy isn't the greatest if you do not have an aligned therapist. It can be more damaging. So yeah. Let's move on. We have the Shaman card. Trust in your higher forces. We began this reading and with the Seven of Pentacles, we got a lot to do. You're not by yourself, though. You're not by yourself. You need to trust your people. You need to trust your guidance. This is a moment in time in life where you are in collaboration with your spiritual team for your goals. Listen to them. Listen to them. Listen to the signs and the omens as they come from them. Listen to their guidance. Listen to their warnings. Don't go against them. They're working with you for your highest good. They are listening to the things that you are saying you want. What you say you want today, tonight, they are listening to you. And they are here to assist. They got a pad and a notebook. And they're like, what? They're taking notes. You're not by yourself. You need to trust in them. This reminds me of that, of some Christian advice, give it to God. Let go and let God. Okay? As a magical person, I subscribe to that in a different way. Before I do a magical working, I divine on it. And if spirit says that I can do it, then I'm going to do it. And then I divine to say, what's the outcome? Is this going to be good? I don't just say, can I do it? I also say, am I going to win? Because if I'm not going to win, why am I doing the working? Why am I going to do the spell? So if they say yes, then I trust that. And I do the working in full faith and in full confidence in myself. And once the working is done, it's done. I do not worry about it. I do not keep asking, is it going to work? 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 I'll ask for timelines from my spirit and from the working itself, but I let it go. I let it go. I trust. I give it. I always work with my ancestors, whatever deity, spirit I've called in. I make sure that I've paid that deity. I pay the ancestors. And I trust it and I let it go. And I let them handle it. I don't worry about it. If I ask for something and they say, okay, just sit here and wait and we'll tell you, we'll come in the room and get you when we're ready. I sit and wait. I don't look in the mirror. I don't make a plan B. I sit and wait. And every single time they come back in the room and they get me and my whole pathway is cleared. And I don't be knowing how they do it, and you know it. It ain't none of my business. What did I say at the beginning? The answer is yes. You need to work with your spirit guide. You need to trust them. Are you praying? You doing all this goddamn workings and the spells and readings. Are you praying? Basic stuff. Are you praying? You meditating? Now, the other part of the praying question, are you listening? You listening? Are you having moments of silence during your, and I mean that very literally. You need to listen. That's the other part that I don't hear people talking about. Praying, when you pray, you doing all the talking. You need to have moments of silence when you listen. So I'm a music boy. I'm a music girly. I'm always missing listening to music, and I'm always in the car listening to music. Anytime I'm in my car, we're gonna listen to some music, unless Spirit tells me not to. Spirit will sometimes say, "You're gonna do a quiet car ride today because we just want you to. We want to talk to you, and we know you're because I'm neurospicy, and part of my brain needs to be doing something else for me to focus on other things sometimes." So they're like, they know that I will focus in the car. I will focus on listening to them because I'm focused on getting myself wherever I need to go safely. And they always they will have moments where like, just listen. So are you praying? Are you listening? Trust your higher forces. Trust them when they say no. Trust them when they say yes. A couple of years ago, this was 12. This was 10 years ago at this point. A former friend of mine did me really, really dirty, and owes me a good amount of money. We were former roommates, lived together, all that. When she did me dirty, I asked Spirit, like, can I go after her magically and physically? Can I? And Spirit was like, she deserves it. The answer is no. They were very clearly like, no, she should definitely get clocked in the face with a baseball bat. I was like, so can I? They were like, hell no. I was like, well, I don't like that. They're like, we don't care. But then I was like, am I going to get my justice? They're like, yes. But you're not going to be the one. And they were like, she is going to get metaphorically hit with a baseball bat. I was like, man, I want to do it myself. Long story longer, she ended up screwing over a lot of people, and she's right now, her life ain't looking like it needs to. Like, everything has come back and everything came crumbling down. And now I'm like, oh, I'm glad I didn't do that, because I couldn't have orchestrated a better takedown. And the crazy thing about it is her behavior that took her down. I didn't need to do anything. I didn't need to throw nothing at her. I was dying to throw my left hand. I was dying to be like, let me do some left hand magic. Please let me do some. Because she's known for doing left hand magic, and I've never done it on her. It takes a lot. I'm not them person. I don't hex people willy-nilly. I don't, and I'm usually hexing people who hurt children. I save my left hand work for people who do real bad things. Them is my favorite, cuz I have their type of energy that they use to hurt people for them type of people. Like, I take my time. I'm gonna dismantle you. So that's who I don't waste my time. I don't throw left hand magic at people who just randomly hurt me. I'm not that person. I regulate my emotions, so I don't need to do that. I'm not offended like that. I don't need to do that. But her, I was like, please, let me do it. Nope. It said absolutely not. Absolutely not. And because she did it to herself. She did it to herself. And the way she has recently caught herself up there, she literally cannot work out of this except for healing. So, yeah. What did I say in the beginning? You ain't got to attend every battle you invited to. This is why. When you actually trust your shaman, your spirits, when you trust your people, like this is the shaman card, and the message is trust your spirits, because the shaman don't walk by himself. The shaman don't walk by herself. The shaman don't walk by themselves. This is why you cannot be messing with everybody willy-nilly. You don't know who got what and what their relation is to their spirits. I serve my spirits well. So even if they weren't invested in me from just the lineage and the love and our cosmic connection, do you think that they're going to give up somebody who serves it? No, because I serve them well and I feed them well. If you come after me, that means you have the potential to disrupt my service, and they're going to handle you. Because my good service that I offer to them, they don't want that interruption. So you don't want this smoke. Trusting in your spirits and really leaning on them and leaning into them is for your safety, for your protection, for your guidance, for your growth, for your everything. Get into your mission is always, your homework is always to deepen your relationship with your spirits. Just like a healthy relationship, physical from humans to humans, you need to develop a relationship with your spiritual court and continuously develop that, so that you can always trust them. But this is the time to, as you are declaring, we are in a portal, as you are declaring, you need to have a staff meeting. You need to have a staff meeting with all your spiritual court and be like, okay, this is what we're doing. And this is what I want to do. This is where I'm going. This is what needs to happen. I don't know what happened. And then you need to start delegating. You need to start delegating. You best believe you need to start delegating. Okay, so ancestors, can you assist me on that? Do you guys have this one? Okay, so this deity over here, love goddess, it's been a little shaky in my love life, but this is what I'm looking for. Do you think we can do a collaboration? Okay, cool. You you better have a staff meeting. Oh. You better have a staff meeting. You better get to honoring. And for some of you, this means you've neglected your offerings, you've neglected your altars, you've neglected visiting your deities. Because some of y'all's deities and peoples and things live outside in the forests and things. You've neglected going to see them. For some of you, it's with the elements. You've neglected playing with, being with, communing with, developing your relationship with your elements. Yeah, get into it. Your higher forces are your ancestors, the deities that follow your lineage, the deities that are part of the closed traditions that you practice, the deities that are part of the open traditions that you practice. you know, um, your angels, your spirit animal allies, and whatever else. There's a lot of other things that some people got that some people don't got. But get into it and be in communion with your spiritual team. Let's do an affirmation. Let's do an affirmation. This says, if you want peace, heal. If you want a life of suffering, do not heal. Your choice. Well, damn, Deacon. Damn. Repeat after me. We're going to change the you to I. If I want peace, heal. If I want a life of suffering, do not heal. My choice. If I want peace, heal. If I want a life of suffering, do not heal. My choice. If I want peace, heal. If I want a life of suffering, do not heal. My choice. If I want peace, heal. If I want a life of suffering, do not heal. My choice. If I want peace, heal. If I want a life of suffering, do not heal. My choice. If I want peace, heal. If I want a life of suffering, do not heal. My choice. Scarlet Smile said, Deacon said, pick your struggle. Yep. Anybody else feel slapped about the Deacon today? I feel like the Deacon is just taking some liberties and spanking the holy heck out of us. Hey, Misty Olsen. Emilio said they've been wanting me to rearrange my altars for a couple of weeks now, and yeah, I just haven't been on top of things. Just lit their candles and gave offerings, though. Sharing my Popeyes with them tonight. Yes, good stuff. And again, baby steps back. And it's okay if we go to them and say, hey, I dropped the ball. I've been feeling depressed. I've had a lot going on. Life has been lifing. I got lost. Be honest. We ain't got to lie. We ain't got to put on no airs. They see everything. They see us. So just be like, I'm coming back. Help me to be about my game. Help me to be with you. So that's a great start, my darling. Tania, we said I feel attacked. Yeah. Yup. Eddie said, I'm going to be fine then. Tripping over my mom for nothing. If my shield spell works, my mom just better watch out if she intentionally tries to disrupt my peace. Yep, you're going to be fine. You're gonna be fine. Ooh, somebody was asking about left hand work. All right, if you're left-handed, are those workings called right hand magic? I love that's a great question. I love that. That's a great question. And you got the answers that were correct in the comments. I'll reiterate. Yes. So in one of the traditions I follow, hoodoo, conjure, closed tradition. Conjure's not closed. Conjure's open to a lot of us because a lot of us do conjure. Hoodoo is closed. It's for Black people. But in hoodoo and actually in conjure, we call left hand magic the magic that we do when we are defense magic, when we are defending ourselves, when we are attacking, when we are going against someone, when you are hexing someone, when you are cursing someone. So when I say left hand magic, and that's what I'm talking about. So you can be left handed or right handed. It's all about the left hand. But we're still gonna call it whatever. We're gonna call it left hand magic. Yeah, so that's it. And I come from this base where I deal with both. I believe in both. I believe in the right hand magic and I believe in the left hand magic because the earth is both. The earth is shadow and light. Like our duality is shadow and light. And so I believe in working in both. And there are some people who prefer to work in the left hand and they're really good at it. And that's their purpose and their job. And also they stand in the gap. Those people who work in that space stand all the time, like that's their calling. They stand in the gap for those of us who are never going to do that, and they get the work done. So there are good people who are folks who kind of deal with the left hand a lot. There are not great people. So if someone is mainly a left hand worker, that's not necessarily indicative of like their character and who they are. They're not a bad person. Because a lot of us, like I said, my left hand work is mostly justice work. I rarely, because of the way that my spiritual team Acts, I don't do it. And also that's why I don't have to do a lot of left hand work, because of what my personal specialty is. Um and what my personal calling is. And so because of that, the sets of deities and things that follow me and that I have favor with, they don't play that. And the agreements that I have, because I'm choosing to do the job that they have assigned me with. Part of it comes with, they'll clean it up. Like, part of my personal contract with them is like, they'll take care of a lot. So I don't have to do a lot of my own work in that for myself. I don't have to do it. Like, people get done dirty when you do me dirty. It is just, it's never, and it is literally the combination of the spirits that just protect me. And so, like, and it is always to the degree that I was hurt times 10, or what they were going to do or wanted to do to me. Like, whatever the prison that was planned for me is what goes back to them. It times 10. It always ends up being like ridiculously extra. So yeah, but I I serve them. I am I want to cry right now thinking about like how I had nobody when I had no family, when I was 18 on my own, and that was it. That's why my relationship with my people, you ain't getting in the middle of that. Like, they were all I had when I left my family. My spiritual practice was it. And it was them. It was distilled down. No altars, no supplies. It was my prayer and my personal relationship I developed with them. And the way that they showed up for me, the way that they physically stood, the way that they just came for me when I was like, I'm ready. I have no idea what I'm doing. I feel you guys. They literally they float me all the time. I don't really got to worry about nothing. And if I worry about it, it's because I'm choosing to worry about it, and I have forgotten that they are never going to leave me. So trust in your people, babe, because they got you. And like, when I say remember your prayers, remember your prayers. Serve your people, okay? So this is about these deep relationships. Trusting in them means that you can only trust in them if you have a relationship with them. You have a relationship with them by communing with them, talking with them, prayer, communing with them, ritual ceremony, talking with them, prayer, meditation, listening to them, silence, meditation. Okay, it is communing with them in cultural activities, learning about them. Develop your relationship with them so that you can trust them with your life, because they want your life in a good place. So trust the higher forces that are around you. All right, we did an affirmation, right? We did an affirmation. I think we did. Yeah, Queenie Babe said, yeah, I always say when people do me wrong, good luck, may the force be with you. No, that's for real. That's for real. I remember, I'm not gonna tell you that story. That's for real. I need to tell that story on a different platform. But that's for real. I'm gonna just say this: my own family, my own family, my own family, my own family. My dad got. He got. And he got. He does not have a good quality of life right now. The level of smackdown when we had our final. I didn't physically touch him, but that is, for me, in my head, he'll always be my best work when it comes to, and he's not he'll always be my best work. And I'll say I initiated it with the spell work that like I like raged down in our last encounter, but the way I called the ancestors in and how I specifically ooh, so even with my family, they didn't even play. I was like, no, me and this fool share DNA. And I specifically was like, and I mainly want the ones, I just want y'all who I share a DNA with. I told my mama's, and I was like, y'all sit down. Like, this is me and my daddy's family. Come here, great great grandma. Like, I was like, come here. And she came and she helped me. She was like, oh no, because I always, even though she's both of our ancestors, she was good for throwing away a raggedy man. She was good for throwing away a raggedy man. And she was like, you are a raggedy man. And we went in on him. We went in. We went in. I was like, somebody come to the front because somebody got to come get him. Somebody got to come get him. And she was like, I volunteer as tribute. Let's go. That's why you have a good relationship with your people, because they will help you. That dude is not going to ever be in a good place. And really, all he has to do is sincerely apologize. Like, I gave him a way out of it. I literally was like, you would need to fall on your knees and be very sincere. And that requires years of work that I know you ain't going to do. But I still am going to give you this out. You can stop all of this if you heal. You literally, because what's coming down on you is about to be something not nice. And you literally could thwart this all if you really just do your healing work. But if you choose not to, baby, that's why I didn't feel guilty about sucking the life out of him. That's why I did not feel guilty. That was my best spell work. Spontaneous too. My best spell work. It was great. Great. Gather your people close to you, especially them grandmas. Them dead up. Kismet said, Granny, fix it. I shouted, come here. Your grandchild needs some help. He's mean. That's literally what I did. I was like, I've done all of my work, all of my healing. That's literally what it was. I was 26 years old. Like, I did my work. I'm doing my work. Do you see it? And he's not done any of his work. Show your work. You ain't show because your work ain't done. Something needs to happen, and somebody needs a spanking. Somebody needs a whooping. And it's not me. So, and I can't wait to return the favor. I'm going to be a ridiculous ancestor. I can't wait till somebody raise their hand and one of my descendants. I can't wait because I'm going to be like, here I come. It's great stuff. Anyway, moving on to the messages from our animal guides deck. We have the tiger. You're being called upon to provide leadership, so trust that you're capable of doing so. I love the way these cards are bleeding into each other. This is another big reason why you really need to be in trust with your people, with your spiritual team, because you are being called into leadership. And if you think you about to ascend the throne on your own, you got another thing coming, Buster. To be an effective leader, you need to have a good counsel. The best leaders are not out here by themselves. Now, they are occupying the position alone. But outside of that throne space, behind closed doors, and even in front of open doors, he's going to be listening to people who are older than him, younger than her, same age as them. This leader, a good leader, they're going to be seeking the counsel of people who know more than them in certain subjects in order to make the best and the most well-rounded decisions. A good leader needs to be able to listen to themselves, trust within themselves. After they research and they take in all of the pertinent information that they need to, after they listen to their counsel and their guides, then they sit and their own mind comes up with a solution, and they have to be able to trust it. They have to listen to what the people need, what they desire, what they want. Be it in your job, be it in your art, be it in your family, be it in your coven. We are all being called into leadership, be it just for your ancestors. We are all being called into leadership. We're all being called into leadership. At the very least, you are leading your ancestors. It's a new dawn, it's a new day. You're leading yourself. You're being called into leadership. Do what you need to do and listen to the counsel of your spiritual team as they guide you toward your greatness. The mountain goat. There is something out of balance, so do whatever needs to be done to correct it. Very specific message. For some of you, a lifestyle change in regards to your health. This does not mean going on a fad diet. This does not mean I'm going to start my diet tomorrow. No. This means listening to your body, listening to your spirits, listening to your mind, really understanding what your body needs and making the lifestyle change. For some of you, this is more exercise. For some of you, this is less exercise. For some of you, a different way of eating. And no, not a new diet. A different way of eating. And that could mean for some of you, like culturally, you shouldn't be eating. So here's the thing. I'll use myself as an example. I'm mostly black. Because of the transatlantic slave trade, I do have some European in me. I am not all of the way lactose intolerant, but it bothers me. I do have digestive issues. Now, I'm not like have severe diarrhea, but like it's a lot of gas. And also, I don't really feel the best. But I love cheese though. I love ice cream. But I have understood that most of me, I'm black. Even though I have some of the genes to digest that stuff, that's why it doesn't bother me all of the way. I feel better if I don't have as much of that. So I drink coconut milk and almond milk and other plant-based milks. I do allow myself to have the ice cream. I do allow myself to have the cheese, but I understand that I just can't have it like in ridiculous amounts if I want to feel the best. That's a cultural, that's a body thing. It's not a cultural thing, but that's a body thing. That's what that's a genetic thing. So some of you need to honor what your genetics are dictating about your body and how you need and about your behavior. Even down for me, like when I look at my DNA, like my ancestors were like, you should not be vegetarian. We'll kick your ass if you even think about being a vegan. They literally were like, you're not allowed. They literally like, were you not allowed? But however, they were like, we understand why you want to do that though, because we didn't eat a lot. So like for me, the lifestyle that works best is if I'm not overeating meat, but I can't not have it. Like that's a part of an ancestral connection to them. And also I feel better when I have some. But also I don't want to have it as much as I used to have it. And they're okay with that. They're okay. Like especially right now, I have a lot of times right now, I'm thinking about what have I naturally fallen into? What have I naturally fallen into with my eating? My average is 1 meal a day with meat right now. It's 1 meal a day, and that just happened naturally. Right now, it's just 1 meal a day. Often my breakfast these days have been without meat. So yeah, as long as but that's what I needed to do for my body, genetics and culturally, okay? Some of you are eating against culturally, and you're not gonna do good. I understand why a lot of people want to do vegan and things of that nature. If you're a person who wants to do it politically, I understand that. The biggest thing that you can do politically for those same reasons is go after colonialism and white supremacy, because that's why the animals are being done like they're being done. Dismantle that. It's not even capitalism. You have to dismantle colonialism. It is the colonial mind state that has us treating animals like this. That's literally what it is. Because some of you are doing it and your body, it doesn't want that. You're doing it for politics, that's great. Your body doesn't want that. Some of you aren't meant to be vegan, and you're going against it. Some of you aren't meant to be carnivore, and you're going against it. So really actually listen to your body. Some of you, what's out of balance is your mental health work. You've dropped the ball. You need to be on meds. And I'm not one of those spiritual practitioners who's anti-med. I'm anti-overusing it. I'm anti-only relying on it in some cases. But if you need to take your meds, take your meds. Take your meds. Some of you, this is as simple as going back to your therapist, seeing a psychotherapist or psychoanalyst. You know, for some of you, the imbalance is spiritually. You're not up on your rituals. One of the things that I can say, I did my spiritual bathing last year, but I did not do it to the level that I was doing it in Denver. And I didn't even realize that until a couple of weeks ago. So I was still getting in my spiritual baths, but before I left Denver, it was weekly. And I'm back. That was a simple thing that I was like, oh wow, I don't spiritually bathe freak as I used to. For me, that was out of balance. And as soon as I put that back into balance, as soon as I went back to my original schedule, which is once a week, everything is so much smoother. Everything is just so much smoother because my spiritual hygiene schedule is back on point. So whatever is out of balance, look at it, really go look at it. And a lot of times this is big ticket items. Self-care is off, personal hygiene is off, spiritual hygiene is off, okay? Yeah, it could be physical hygiene is off, okay? Phoenix said spiritual baths. I have a whole video about it on my magic playlist, so check it out. But spiritual bathing is a part of spiritual hygiene, okay? So just like your altar tools need cleaning, you are an altar and you are the most important ingredient and tool in your magic, and you need cleaning. This is a nasty world. When you scroll social media, you're picking up energies. When you walk outside, you're picking up energies. When you look at TV and movies and reality TV, you're picking up energies. And so spiritual bathing helps us to cleanse it off. Finnick, you are welcome, darling. You are welcome. You are welcome. Kismet said, I'm going to have to schedule a reading because I know I got to change something in my practice so we can shift gears for thriving work. Amen. I got you, baby. LadySpeech.com whenever you're ready. Yeah, next month I'll be dropping a new reading. Right now you can get a 13 moons reading that tells you what's in store for the next 13 months ahead. The glow up, which is all about taking what it's going to take to get to the next steps of you blooming and glowing up in your life, in your spiritual practice. The general, which is just a general reading. If you don't know what you want to talk about, or you don't see anything that you want to talk about listed, you're going to get the general. And then the divine feminine. You don't have to be femme or a woman to receive that. It's just we're using the divine feminine tools and channeling the voice of the grandmothers and the goddess. So next month I'm dropping a new reading. I'm not telling you what it is. And then we're going back to workshops. Tomorrow I'm going to decide if I'm going to last minute I was thinking about doing the empaths workshop this month. I'm still not sure. It would be at the end of the month. I'm still not sure. I'm for sure going to drop a workshop in February, but I was kind of toying about, I don't know, we'll see. So LadySpeech.com for the reading. I got you, baby. Let's do another affirmation. Then we're going to move on to our last cards of the reading. This says, I let go of my need to be right. I let go of my need to be right. I let go of my need to be right. I let go of my need to be right. I let go of my need to be right. I let go of my need to be right. I let go of my need to be right. I let go of my need to be right. Makeup Loca said, Lady Speech, can you do a video about desk altars and how to do them? Yes. Yes. I will do it won't specifically be, well, I can break that up because I'm long-winded and I'm trying to do shorter form content on this channel. Yeah, I can do a video about that. Let me think about how I want to structure that. And I totally got you. I totally got you, baby. All right, let's do the last cards of the reading. Mama Wata. We are working with the African Goddess Rising deck. We have Mama Wata, which is about naked. Interestingly enough, this is about being emotionally naked. This is about being emotionally naked, to be vulnerable, to be safe enough to be yourself, to speak your truth no matter what. Make yourself and others uncomfortable because you're so genuine and so authentic. Speak your truth. No more faking, no more lying, no more projecting who you want to be. No more speaking as what people want you to be. No more speaking to or standing in others' projections of you. Hey, friend, Lachey. It's good to see you, baby. I'm glad you're over here. Yes, Mama Wata, it's time to be naked in yourself. And if you've been following the whole reading, if you do this work, this is going to naturally come next. But this is the year for authenticity. Now, here's the thing. Up your protection so that you can drop your shields. This was literally, if you go look at Sunday service, this last one, but right before this, that was a clear message. And it bleeds right into this one. Protect yourself. But drop your shields. And I know initially that seems counterintuitive, that seems counterproductive. But it's the same concept of, if I make sure all my doors and my windows are locked and my house is secure and my blinds are closed, I can get, or depending on where my house is situated, I can get totally naked in my house. I'm safe to get physically naked in my house because my house is secure. I don't walk around with all of my weapons in my house. When I'm in my house, I secure my house, and then I get vulnerable in my house. It's about making sure that you create, that you cultivate, that you perpetuate, that you go into, that you conjure safe spaces to be yourself. This is going to require some of you going to quit hanging out with people who you can't be yourself with. Quit hanging out with people who judge you. Yeah, if that's your family too. Because you need to start speaking your truth. You need to stand in who you are. You need to be able to be naked and vulnerable. One of my Facebook friends the other day shared a status, and it was basically like, some of you are mistaking oversharing with vulnerability and transparency, and that's not it. Just because you share a lot of information about yourself does not mean that you're transparent or authentic or genuine. Now, here's the thing. I am not asking you to share your deepest, darkest secrets on the internet, because we know that this can be an ugly place. But in your personal circle, in pockets of, you should and can create pockets of social media where it is safer. From groups to, there's different aspects to different actual you can do, like, I know Facebook, you can do groups. Snapchat, it's the function of the app to be a little bit private. So in between people, in between sharing with individual people, it is about being safe. And it is about even cultivating the space on your own social media platforms so that you can speak your truth. This means stop letting everybody follow you. You might need to say, hey, grandma, you and I ain't gonna be social media friends. I need to say some things, and I know you're gonna be mad. And so I don't feel like tempering myself because of you. We not gonna be Facebook friends. I know you're mad about it, but I'm about to talk all type of shit, and I don't really feel like hearing your mouth about it. Like, stand on business by speaking your truth. Speaking your truth. Now, what I appreciate about y'all on here is that y'all share a lot on here, and a lot of y'all come from a very authentic and genuine place. You are sharing parts of yourself that are very real, and I cultivate this space so that you can do that. I actively work to create spaces so that people can do their work in those spaces. And I don't need to be directing that work all the time. There is so many conversations, so much beautiful things, so many ways that y'all direct and heal and help each other. And that's what I'd like this space to be, because we are all experts here. We all have something to give to the situation. But there are also places where people are, it's absolutely fake. Don't share yourself in those spaces. But other than that, it's time to be vulnerable. It's time to be transparent. It's time to be authentic. And you're going to need to secure the perimeter so that you can be that. A lot of you don't feel safe in your bodies. You don't feel safe in your life. And so that needs to be addressed so that you can do what this card is asking. Be safe and be vulnerable. As someone who shares personally online and is a public figure, I can tell you that it is scary. And I can tell you that sometimes people do take what you say and come after you. So I'm not going to say it doesn't come without its consequences, but I'll say this. The times that happen the most for me is when the times that I'm not up on my protection as much. When I've gotten lax on my protection. But even with all that to be said, I still wouldn't change it for a thing, because being authentic and showing up in a genuine way means more to me than the trolls do. But it's time to be naked. It's time to be real. This is part of that getting in touch with this emotions, this being regulating our emotions. This is all part of that. This is all part of it. And part of us, a lot of us don't feel safe being naked in our emotions because we don't know how to regulate them. Do you see how these are connected? If you feel out of control with your emotions, or if your emotions are controlled by other people, of course you don't feel comfortable being naked within your emotions. If any and everything can get you mad and angry, if it don't take nothing to piss you off, if everything, you aren't going to be comfortable here. If you've given the power of your happiness over to someone else, you're not going to be comfortable here. If you've given the power of your happiness to lovers and to others, you're not going to be comfortable here. Deja said, what card is this? This is from the African Goddess Rising deck, and this is the Mama Wata card, number 30. Which is all about being naked, and it speaks to being this emotional naked, okay? Yeah, be in collaboration with your emotions so that you can be in one with them, so that you can be vulnerable with them, so that you can, and because that's a source of power. Now, here's the underlying thing of this card. There are often messages that are associated. Sometimes spirit will attach a message to your emotion that you will only get to see if you process the entire emotion. It's like a Marvel movie. If you wait to the end of the credits, you'll get a bonus scene. So yesterday, the other couple of days ago, I had to process some anger because I was lashed out at, and I didn't deserve that. Because I didn't go with my gut reaction, which is to lash back out and be like, I don't deserve to be talked to like that. I'll break your fucking neck if you ever do that again. I didn't. I acknowledged my gut reaction, but then I processed my feelings. And then right at the end, the message came. And I was like, okay, I got it. The download, the transmission, all of that. And I was like, great, I'm glad I didn't act like that. Got it. Thank you. And moved on. And released that moment. And was able to move on. And full circle, everything came together. But being able to process your emotions, being able to collaborate with your emotions means that you're going to get even more downloads from spirit and from the universe. Because like I said, oftentimes they will attach a message, they will attach a lesson to that emotion or a reward, and you only get it when you process it all and when you are able to be present in that emotion. So it's a time to be vulnerable. And if you can't be vulnerable and authentic, That means you're not safe. And that's what you're going to be working on for the next couple months, is getting and maintaining your safety. Okay? Taking a power walk. Last card of the reading, Queen Ya Asantue. Level up. Perfection. How do we begin the reading? 7 of Pentacles. Abundance. Attend to your garden and your garden will tend to you. A good harvest is coming. That's how we begin. We end with Queen Ya Asantue. Level up. All of this is so that you can take a leap. A great leap. There are times, there are years, there are moments when you take baby steps. When I say, if you play your cards right, you will level up. You'll jump 4 or 5 power levels up. The answer is yes. Big leaps. Big steps. Huge strides. Portals are shortcuts. Spirit is about to shortcut you into the life you want. But what do you have to do? You have to meet it. What did I say in the beginning? Sweat equity. Working smart, working hard, smart, smart and hard. Putting in your work, putting in dedication, study, working on your craft. You gotta meet it. But Spirit is trying to get us to level up. You'll notice that you ain't the only one in this room. And this is not, I'm not the only one giving this message. Because there's a frequency being sent out. Imagine if we all did this. The way for the village to be good is if all of these little nucleuses start getting good. And we are the nucleus. We are the little centers. If we clean and cultivate ourselves, everything around us is going to bloom. We're not going to focus on watering everything around us individually. No, we're going to focus on here. We're going to bring it in. And we're going to focus on our level up. Our level up is going to allow us to be the best community members. It's going to allow us to be distribution centers for opulence, for love, for education, for joy, for peace, for medicine. It's going to allow us to help our people better. It's going to put us in positions where we are better family members, daughters, sons, children, mothers, parents, uncles, aunties, siblings. It's going to put us in a position where we can be the best us for the we. Be dedicated to your leveling up. New moons are for manifestation. New moons are for setting new intentions. Set your sights towards your greatness. Set your sights towards your excellence. Set your sights towards becoming the greatest version of yourself. You got this. You have everything you need. What you don't yet have, you don't yet need. You have everything you need to take the next step. You don't have what you need to take step 4, 5, 6, but you ain't at step 4, 5, 6. When you get there, you'll have what you need. It's harvest season. It's planting season. Till that garden, weed it. Fertilize it. feed it. Good things are coming. Good things are here. All right, you beautiful people, that's your new moon reading. Baby, baby, that's your new moon reading. That's your new moon reading. Let's do an affirmation. Okay. The deacon is deaconing right up to the very end. From the lovely Janelle Monáe, who gave us the gift of their boobies this past year. Thank you. So wonderful. And their music. I don't want you to feel like that's all I'm objectifying them. Like, they have great boobs, but they also have great music, and that's what I'm a fan of, mostly. But I'm thankful they let their chesticles fly. Because they have lovely chesticles. Just lovely. Repeat after me. Even if it makes others uncomfortable, I will love who I am. Even if it makes others uncomfortable, I will love who I am. Even if it makes others uncomfortable, I will love who I am. Even if it makes others uncomfortable, I will love who I am. Even if it makes others uncomfortable, I will love who I am. Even if it makes others uncomfortable, I will love who I am. Thank you for your super chat. Bethany is insane. Thank you, first one you've ever given. I appreciate you. First one you give on a live stream. I appreciate you, baby. Thank you so much, Themperer. I will be setting some new intentions and working towards some new things. Thank you for this balm. You are welcome. You are welcome. We got this, my dears. Let's set the tone. Let's do our thing. Spirit has got a whole portal for us. If you didn't do your thing New Year's, that's great. And also, baby, this is not about a New Year's resolution. I don't want you to rewrite your resolutions. No, this is what I'm doing this. No. We're talking about what's about to happen. We manifest in what our life is about to look like. Tip. I want you to say, thank you for, and then write down. Or I'm so happy I now have. Put your manifestations in the present. Do not say I want. Because you can trick the universe and always be in a space of wanting. Say I have. Thank you so much for what I have, and manifest from there. You're manifesting as if you already have it, and you're saying thank you. Put it in the present, okay? Other ideas. Some of you may not be able to write it down depending on where you're at with disability. You can be magical via a Pinterest board. So Pinterest boards are actually really great ways. If you're still on Pinterest, let me log into my Pinterest. I haven't been into there in a long time. But I used to actually do vision boards on Pinterest. I would use that as my vision board. So like go and you can do your Pinterest vision board. You can do collaging if you were good at Adobe Photoshop. You can do some digital collaging and digital vision boards via Photoshop, and print it out or just have it in a visual space, okay? But yes, there is a magic in writing down. There is, and you can't beat that. However, spirit is clever and spirit works with your way. So spirit works with you. Spirit works with you. So if you can't write physically, that doesn't mean you can't take advantage. Like spirit will take, for people who can't write, there is a magic in taking pen to paper, pencil to paper, and writing that down. There is literally a magic in that. But if you're not able to do that, spirit is going to transfer that energy to whatever way you can do it. Okay? So, again, if you let yourself adapt, spirit Spirit is the least ableist entity thing I've ever met. Like they're gonna work with you. They're gonna work with you. They're not gonna make you like. I know people who practice very intricate faiths, who have some very interesting abilities and disabilities and things that they can do and things that they can't do. And spirit works with each and every one of them. As long as you allow yourself to adapt, they'll allow you adapt too. All right. So happy new moon, my loves. Oh Lord. Well, it is officially 11:11. I'm looking at this. It's 11:11 my time. That's actually auspicious and perfect for me. So I'm gonna let you go. I need to get up in the morning very early and get into the gym. So I love you all so much. Lenora said the babies are going to bed for school, but they wanted to let you know that they love you and to have a good night. Let them know I love them back, okay? Do your manifestation work. Get it done in the next 24 hours. Even if you can't write it down right now, that's fine. You can still take advantage of this portal energy in the morning. But do as much as you can, all right? Do as much as you can. I love you all. Thank you so very much for your support. Remember that you can book me for your personal readings at LadySpeech.com. All of this information will be in the description box when I'm done. I love you, and I will see you all soon. Thank you so very much. Okay. And just a side note, I've been having so much fun meeting a lot of you guys personally via the readings. So it's been very cool just seeing your faces. And like, it's been cool being like, oh, so you're this person, you're this person. So it's been really cool just like getting to know you guys and spending that time. So have a good night, a good evening, a good morning whenever you encounter this video. And I appreciate you guys so deeply. Yes, hit the like button. We're going to be saying goodbye forever. I promise we're not. Hit the like button, subscribe, share this with who you need to. And last but not least, the Cash App is Lady Speech, Venmo Lady Speech Sankofa, PayPal at LadySpeechSankofa@gmail.com. Thank you, Queenie Babies. I appreciate you. All right. Have a good night, my dears. I'm going to let you go. Peace.